Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to another video. This is the second video of Mermaid Week, and this is the creative sim for our mermaid. So this is Lily Waters. Yes, I know, I love a good pun, but also I was inspired by the shirt and one of her outfits that you'll see in a little bit. It's like a ruffle shirt and then it has water lily print on it. And when I saw it, I was like, ooh, her name's gonna be Water Lily. And then water didn't make sense to the first name, so I named her Lily Waters, which is water lily inverted. And I thought it was pretty cool. Plus, she's a mermaid. She had to have a water related name, and I didn't really want to go the aquamarine route. Even though I was very tempted. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Aquamarine is I think it's a Disney movie. A Disney movie. I'm going to call it a Disney movie from forever ago that my sister and I used to watch over and over and over again. And it's about this mermaid who comes on land to prove to her dad that love exists and blah, 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 blah. And she meets these two teenage girls and they become best friends. And they're trying to help her find love and all this stuff. And yeah, but anytime I think mermaids in a non mythological sense, I always think of Aquamarine. So, but unlike Aquamarine, I did try to make Lily kind of elfish and unhuman because I wanted to push into some of those mythological boundaries. So I gave her kind of elfin ears and a really angular face. So even though, like, I think she's super cute, but you would look at her and then you see that she's not quite human. You can't see her ears through her hair, but once I picked this hair, I really didn't want to change it because I thought it worked so well for her and how I saw her unfolding in my mind. I also, because she's a mermaid, and I didn't want to hunt for a CC pair of gills or anything to like go on her neck or her sides, so I didn't do anything with that. But I did think that being a mermaid, she probably wouldn't breathe like we normally do. And so I made her nose a little flatter and wider. So, because I couldn't give her no nose. That's not how The Sims works. But I did imagine she'd have less of a nose. And I know you've seen like those what if mermaids existed kind of like 3D renderings and things where they have nostrils maybe or no nose at all. And so I wanted to bring part of that into her. I also didn't make her super, I don't know, I don't want to say skeletal, but she's very angular and she's like lean muscle is what I imagine her as. She's streamlined, I guess. And you'll also notice that all of her outfits, I give her a tail. And I chose to do that because even though in the mod, when you get turned into a mermaid, you have scaly legs, I wanted her to just be the mermaid all the time and not the scaly legged person who pops a tail whenever she gets into water. But that's just my personal preference because if I'm doing Mermaid Week, I want it to be full on mermaid. But like I said, she could have just had little legs, I guess, if we wanted to. I also tried to think of every outfit of hers as something that would function in water. I don't know. I was just every time I was looking at her, I would think of the scenarios and I'd be like, oh, well, if she's going to a party, what if she has to dash away in the water or something? She doesn't want anything that's going way or down. I don't know. And before the tail worked, or before I figured out that there was a no foot piece of clothing from the mod, and I was like, how is this tail supposed to work? Um, I did play with the idea of if she had legs, that she wouldn't wear anything other than skirts and dresses because she wouldn't want anything that would just like get ruined if she popped a tail. But like I said, I ended up getting the tail to work, so she wears it. She has it all the time. But that'd be a cool thing to play with, depending. I mean, if you have a sim that doesn't wear dresses and skirts, then it'd be a different thing. But like little quirks that you add to your sim in your mind if she's a mermaid sim. The things that I didn't want to go into for creating her, I didn't want to make her so otherworldly that she had like I didn't want her to look like the creature from the Black Lagoon, basically. I didn't want her to really have fins on her head, although that kind of could have been cool with her hair now that I think about it. And I didn't give her like slit pupils or webbed fingers, if someone's even created something for that. Or I'm trying to think of, or mostly, no, I didn't give her green skin. Because ultimately, even though I imagined her, I created her as though she were already a mermaid with the mod that we'll be playing with in the last video for Mermaid Week at the end of this week. You start as a human and then you get transformed into a mermaid by the Mermaid Queen, I guess by her spirit. I don't know. But so she's technically, when I'm creating her, a normal human, and then later she'll get transformed into a mermaid. But I wanted to create her as though she were already a mermaid because, I don't know, I thought it'd be more interesting to create a mermaid than to create a person that would potentially be a mermaid, you know? But I think she's super cute. I just imagine her as this, I don't know, she seems very quiet to me. And I don't know. I end up giving her traits that I thought embodied a mermaid. So, like, she loves outdoors, she likes music, that kind of stuff. But I don't imagine her. It's really hard for me to figure out who she is. And that's weird for me because normally I create a sim and immediately I have this whole backstory and everything they're going to do in their life. But I think I've been so excited about playing with the mod itself that she didn't really unfold for me the way my sims normally do. But I don't know. I think she's like a bright personality, but she's quiet. And that's probably because she's a mermaid and people don't usually enjoy it when you're an otherworldly kind of creature. But anyway, the video is coming to an end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to know what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!